In today's video, everyone, I will be showing you how to make this white bean soup with kale. It is very delicious soup and it's so easy to make and perfect for the cold weather now, that especially on the rainy time, just like what we have now. So all the ingredients for this recipe is going to be included in the description below. So keep on watching. Enjoy. So here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this white bean soup or Cannellini Beans Soup with kale. So in here, everyone, I have about 5 cups of kale. I wash and chop this. I'll be using vegetable broth. And the Cannellini beans. These are the beans in a can that I just wash and drain. I'll be using artichoke. I also drain this one and chop finely. Well, not really finely, but yeah, I chop this one. White onions that I chop. Carrots, I will be using potato as well, ginger, olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. If you need more salt, just feel free to add more salt. Just be careful, you taste it before you add more salt. Then I'll be using celery. And last, I will be using this ground turkey. This is a 1 pound ground turkey. You can use any meat that you want, but I choose to use a turkey to make it even healthier. So let's get started cooking, everyone. Alright, everyone, I'm using my medium-sized iron skillet. So in here I'm gonna add my 1 tablespoon of oil. So if you need more oil, feel free to add more oil, but I think this will be good enough. Alright, I'm just gonna wait till this oil is hot, and then I will add my onions and then my other vegetables. Alright, everyone, I'm gonna go ahead and add my onions. I'm gonna add my carrots. My celery. And then I'm gonna add my meat. Alright. If you don't want meat on your soup, that's fine, but I like adding meat on my soup. Alright, now I'm gonna add my salt and pepper. So I'm just gonna give this a mix. This is smelling so good, everybody. So just mix it well. I like using a turkey ground meat because it's really good, and I either use chicken or the beef, but most of the time I use turkey and chicken because it's great for my husband's health. Alright, so now I'm gonna cover this up and I will let this cook for about 6 to 8 minutes. Alright everyone, 8 minutes is up, so I let this cook for 8 minutes. And oh my god, this made the house smell so good. So if you need to add more salt after you add everything, feel free to add, but just add like a little bit at a time, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my garlic. So I'll just give this a mix, and I'm gonna let this cook for about 2 minutes. And then after 2 minutes, I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients. So I will be back. Alright everyone, 2 minutes is up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add everything. And I'm just gonna make sure that I mix this very well as I add the other ingredients. So the first thing I'm gonna add is my artichoke. I love eating this kind of stuff. It's really healthy. Okay, and then my potatoes. So you notice that I soak my potatoes in water. That's because I want to keep the natural color of the potato, because if you don't soak it in the water, it will turn brown. So I don't want it to turn brown. So just add this in here. Alright. And now I'm gonna add my beans. Alright, so I'm gonna give this a little mix, that way the bottom will not burn. It may look that it's a lot, everyone, but it's really not a lot. It's not overflowing. And the secret for adding the kale, because the kale is always, at first it's really poofy. So you add a little at a time, and then put the cover, and then a few seconds later open it and add the rest. Alright, so now I'm gonna add my vegetable broth. My goodness, I can't pronounce it. Alright, so if you need more water or the broth, just add more. So I might need more liquid. So right now I'm just gonna add a little at a time add a little at a time on this kale. I don't want to add everything and be overflowing. Okay, I'm just gonna give this a mix as I add the kale. I love eating kale. It's really healthy. This is perfect. It's rainy here today, so this is perfect for our dinner, because my husband, when he comes home from work, I want him to have dinner, I want the dinner to be ready before he comes home. So I'm just gonna keep adding this, and once I add almost all the kale, I might need to add water. We'll see. Alright, so I need to add more. Alright, now I'm just gonna put the cover, and I'm gonna wait till this will go down and add the rest of the kale. So everyone, I end up adding 2 cups of water. So now I'm gonna add the rest of the kale, and I'm gonna let this, once this start boiling, all these leaves will go down and it'll be just fine. So I'm gonna put the lid, and then when it start boiling, I'm gonna start timing, and I'm gonna cook this for 15 minutes, and I'm gonna make sure that I also stir it up, that way it will not burn in the bottom. Alright everyone, it's just like it's about to boil. So I didn't film it, everyone, but I add another 2 cups of water because it didn't have enough. You know, I've seen some of the recipes that only ask for 4 cups of the broth, but for me it's not really enough. It's not soup, so I want my soup to have a lot of liquid. So for me, I end up adding 4 cups of water, and then of course the chicken broth is 4 cups, so a total of 8 cups liquid. So you can use all vegetable broth or chicken, but mine is 50-50. 4 cups of the, what is this, the vegetable broth, and then the water. And I also added some salt. So I'm gonna bring this to boil because it started to boil, and then I'm gonna cook it for 15 minutes. Alright everyone, this has been boiling for 15 minutes, and while it was cooking, I was making sure that it tastes good, so I was adding salt and black pepper. So you can season this however you want. You know, all I use really is black pepper, but if you have some herbs, you can add some herbs as well. So I'm gonna give this a taste and see if it needs more salt. Alright, this is perfect for me. I love the way it tastes. So make sure when you adjust the taste, you know, you don't add a lot of salt at one time. That way it will not get salty. So now everyone, I'm gonna transfer some in the bowl and just for presentation. So I will be back. Alright everyone, here is my soup. I put it in the bowl, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna garnish this. This is just an optional, but I love having this cilantro on a lot of my dish because it gives it a really beautiful smell, the fragrance, and it adds flavor to the soup. So I'm just gonna garnish that right there, just so, kind of like that. You know, this will give more flavor to the soup. So hold on, I'm gonna lift this up. And so that's how my soup look, everyone. It's very delicious, everyone, and the seasoning is just perfect. Let me put it down because it's a bit hot. So I hope that you enjoyed this recipe, everyone, and if you like this recipe, please don't forget to give us a big thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our new other recipe that I uploaded. And also I'll be uploading a little bit of tablescape. Since it's almost Christmas, I love doing tablescape, so I will be uploading maybe a few videos. I'm not really sure how many videos I'm gonna be doing for tablescape. So thank you again for watching, and I hope I will see you all again next time. Bye bye everyone.